Hello. So my name's Joanne Kaminsky, and I am very excited to be able to share with you today 5 marketing strategies that are going to be able to launch your business to the next level. We all want to be able to get clients from all over the world, right? We want to be able to reach out our services to as many people that we possibly can so we can book our business solid. So today, you're going to want to have a pen in hand because I'm going to go through a ton of useful resources that you can use for your own marketing campaign to rock your online tutoring business. Again, my name is Joanne Kaminsky, and I am also the an online tutor business coach, and I guide people in how to be able to take their business to the next level. It's really for a lot of people that are just serious about learning all of the ins and outs of how to run your own business. And today I have a free gift at the end that I'm going to share with each of you if you are interested. So you definitely want to stay to the end so that you can get your very own free gift. And, it's one thing to tell people that they need to be on social media, right? But sometimes we just don't know specifically what we need to be doing. Just to be on social media doesn't actually get me new clients. So today, I'm going to share some of my top strategies that have worked well for me to actually book my online tutoring business solid. And really, that's the ultimate goal of all of my marketing. I want to get as many clients so that I have a waiting list of students. So I'm going to list each of those 5 strategies. One is YouTube. You have to be on YouTube. I am a huge YouTube component, and we're going to go into a lot of details about YouTube today. Another one is Facebook, referrals, connecting with other online tutors, and blogging. So those are the top things that get me the most amount of clients, new clients, for working my online tutoring business. So let's really dive into YouTube, okay? So one of the #1 ways that people are going to find you is through videos. And Google owns YouTube. And guess what? Google wants to keep you on their sites longer because that means more money for marketing and advertising for themselves, okay? So yes, Google is a business, they have a goal, and so when you understand that goal, you can understand everything a lot better. So with that in mind, when it comes to videos, if you have videos on YouTube, then Google is going to be even more apt to show you on the top pages of that search. Now, all people have to do is they have to put in, in the search spot, they are going to type in a keyword. A keyword is whatever it is they're searching for, like online reading tutor. They're going to click on the video tab if they're looking for a specific video. Like if I want to get to know somebody personally, I'm going to click on video because I want to see people's faces. I don't want to see just a random list of tutors that are available. I want to actually meet some real people out there that are going to be able to help my child, and I want to see if their personalities match to work with my child. And then after that, you just see what comes up, right? So you have a good chance of being found on that first page if, 1, your content is relevant to that search, and 2, you have the right keywords that match the person's search. So you definitely want to make sure you have that all in place. So while a video may not be your strong suit, there's a lot of different ways that you can actually do a video. And one of those ways is a screen share. So you don't even have to have your face on the specific computer for people to see, like you're seeing me right now. You can specifically just show them how to do something and create a video. I use personally screencast-o-matic.com. So you can just go to screencast-o-matic.com and you'll be able to record something that you could show people online. And you can show them how to do something online. You can record your voice at the same time and kind of guide them. This is showing people your teaching style so that they can get a really good feel for you. Another thing that you can do is you can create a slideshow ahead of time. You could use PowerPoint. It's very basic. Lots of people know how to use PowerPoint, and you can absolutely do that. But a better tool to use is Haiku Deck. I have really enjoyed using Haiku Deck because of just how pretty it is. So what I'm going to do right now for you is I'm actually going to share my screen, and here we go. I'm sharing my desktop, start screen share. This is very similar to what you're going to be able to do. And then you just go to Haiku Deck. And I'm going to show you, I've created several different decks in here that I've used for different purposes. But one deck that I've created for getting new students was 8 ways to increase your child's vocabulary. So I'm going to show you that haiku deck that I created and just how pretty this ends up looking as you're doing a presentation. So here you are. This is a very different kind of presentation than just using a PowerPoint. You can have specific pictures behind here that really capture attention as you talk about each of the different things. And then you have, again, this different picture that you can talk about travel. It's a lot more interesting to take a look at a picture and to be able to tell a story about that picture when you are doing a Google Hangout. You know, and for this one, for increasing vocabulary, I talked about how my family and I had gone to China and the different things and vocabulary that they had learned as a result of that experience. And so I went into that whole story with them. And then from there, we talked about, you know, going to Disney and comparing similarities and differences between the Disney that was in Hong Kong and the Disney that was over in the United States. So what a powerful, powerful way to be able to tell your story with pictures than just having words that come on up. Now, you can have more words on one of your slides, and I did do that here. I have more words on here, and my picture comes up a little bit more in the background. Again, this catches their attention just a little bit more than a regular PowerPoint would. That I have used is also called Powtoon. Now, what's cool about Powtoon is that if you take a look here, um, this allows you to create a video. You could create a commercial, an intro to yourself. There's so many different things that you could do with Powtoon. I want to show you right here. Okay, so I just got kicked out as I was showing you guys that awesome tool, and I apologize for that. But yeah, Powtoon is a super duper very cool tool that you can specifically use. I'm just going to enter in my my tag again on here and check it so that comes on. Awesome. Technology. You know, things always happen, and you just go with the flow and you continue to do what you do best, right? And you go with the flow. And that's going to happen as well with your kids. When you're working on Google Hangouts, or sometimes you're going to lose each other. You kick on out, and you know what? You make it seem as fun as possible. You know what? Oh, guess we needed a break. Time to come on back and do our work. So what kinds of content can you create that is really going to connect with the people that you're trying to connect with? I think that's really important to think about, right? You can create a commercial. You can create a getting to know you video. You can answer top questions that people usually are asking you. You can show what an ideal student situation looks like. Even do a video with one of your students. I personally use Google Hangouts with some of my students, so I can actually take one of my videos and I can put it as unlisted, but then I can also give people the link to it so that they can see what a tutoring session looks like. Or with a parent's permission, I can create it so I have bits and pieces of the session so people can see what a real session looks like with me. I can create tip videos that show a parent how they can be successful with their parent. I find that if I give out my best content to them and they are successful, then they are going to want to hire me to be able to work with their child, right? Because I have shown that I know what it is that I'm talking about. Another thing you can do is a live Google Hangout just like this. And yeah, that really is my phone that's ringing there. I never answer my session or I'm with a specific person, and I'll tell you why. My client is the most important person that is in front of me. I can get back to whoever called because I have voicemail. I can get back to them at any point in time. I will never during a session or during a Google Hangout just stop and like answer my phone. That would be rude, right? So that's one of the things that I always tell my students. And you know what? That's awesome because their phone's going to ring. And they're going to realize, because I find it important not to answer my phone, they're going to find it important not to answer their phone. And if they do answer their phone, I just say something simply like, remember, our time together is really important. You know, we only have 30 minutes. We only have 1 hour. I want to make the best of it. And if you're getting on the phone, that kind of takes away from us being able to get the best of our time together. And they're usually really, really, you know, on top of it. And, you know, it just happens one time and they get it. So it's really awesome. So doing a live Google Hangout and inviting them to it, it gives people the opportunity to see you in action and what it is that you can do. And you know what? You don't always have to come up with new stuff, because a Google Hangout that you do live is going to go right to YouTube. And if it's going right to YouTube, then you are going to be able to have people continue to watch it over and over and over again. So you got automaticity now happening for you. People are going to be able to find you, and you're going to be able to do all this really cool stuff without having to constantly make new videos. Now, I am constantly making new videos because I love making videos. It's one of my things I feel like is a strong suit for me, and I'm always learning new things to use. I always have people ask, well, what kinds of tools do you specifically need in order to make a video? Well, really all you need is, you know, just a simple camera. It can be your iPhone, it can be your iPad, it can be your computer. You know, it's so easy to make a video these days, and you don't have to have the top-notch video tools in order to make a good video. Now, one of the things that is important is to have good sound. So you want to have a way for people to hear your sound very clearly. Right now, I have found this microphone to be very, very helpful. This is the, it's CAD U37 USB studio condenser recording microphone. I'll say that again. You can get it on Amazon, and it was like 50 bucks. And it's called CAD U37 USB Studio Condenser Recording Microphone. All you do is you plug it in, you make sure that your computer is using that microphone to get your sound, and away you go. Now, a lot of you have probably gone to tutorpreneurs.com and you've gotten some of my videos. And those were some videos that I created before I had this microphone. And the videos are okay in sound quality. They're not the best. You know, they do work to be able to give people the information that they need, but it's not the most high quality type of video because I didn't have the sound properly coming in with a microphone. So it's really up to you and what kind of sound quality you want. It can make or break people wanting to continue to learn from you. For the most part, as long as your sound is okay, people will put up with it. Now, there's lots of different things that you can do to edit your video. You can simply edit it in YouTube. They have tools in there for you to be able to shorten it, take out some of those parts that just aren't working for you. You can also use iMovie and Windows. Those are certainly the next cheapest tools for you to be able to use. And then if you really want to go into the high grade type of editing, like you're really getting into this, you're loving making videos and you want to do it even better than you ever done it before, then you could look into something like Final Cut Pro or Camtasia. Now, lighting. Lighting is really important because you want to make sure that people can see your face. If you have a lot of stuff going on in the background, you have a window that's open that's bringing in some weird light, it might bring a glare to your video. You just want to be aware of those kinds of things. And you also just want to make sure people really can see your face pretty well. And you can see here in this video, I'm working right now down in my office in my house. We do not have very good lighting down here. So I have lights coming in from the front and I have light coming in from the side over here. And I have a light that's behind me. You can see this light here. It's actually off. And the reason why it's off is because it gives this really weird glare. And now it's not that big of a deal when I'm working with kids because I can kind of put my head here when my face is on the screen with them. But when I'm creating a video, I want it off because I don't want to have to think about that weird light and the things that it's going to do to the lighting around my face. Again, you just want it so people can really see your face, you stand out, and there isn't anything that's distracting that is going to take away from the message that it is that you are particularly giving. How do you get people to watch your videos is another super key thing, right? You want to make sure that in your video description, you include a link to your website. Now, just for fun, my daughter's struggling with reading right now. And even though I'm a reading tutor, I kind of laugh at this, right? Because I know what I'm doing. I can close that gap within, 8 hours, a full year, which is, beyond what a lot of people out there can do. But she just hates learning from mom and dad, regardless if I've got all the tips and tools and tricks under my belt and I'm calm and I treat her with respect and, we do this. She just doesn't want to learn from mommy and daddy, and that's okay. So I just went in just to see, okay, online reading tutor, what's going to pop up this week? And when I put that in there, I came across some people's videos. Again, I did what I was saying. I clicked on video and I wanted to see the people that were going to turn up that are, they have the know-how a little bit of how to get new clients. They are trying to get the word out there. And what I noticed was that even though people have videos, there was no way of me to find out from their video how to learn more information about their services. So there was no link at all. In your description, the very first thing that you want to do is put your link to your website where they can find you as the first thing. Also, you want to be able to use search words and keywords in that description so that people who type in search words and keywords have a way to find you. So that's how Google is all run. Like, they use these keywords. You have to enter those keywords in so people can find you. It's not just I create this video and everybody's going to find me. It doesn't work that way. You have to put in keywords that would be the top keywords that people would actually search for in order to get your services. Also, then you want to send these videos to people who are going to watch them. So send a link on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, so people can find your videos. You want to actually go out there and do things so people can find your videos easily. If you have a blog, one thing that you can do is you can write a post about the blog, include that video at the end of the post. And you know what? Now you're hitting on two types of people. People who learn best by reading, people who learn best by watching a video. And they get to choose, which way would I like to learn today? Do I want to just hit play on that video, or do I want to read the blog post? And you're showing your versatility and understanding how different people learn. Awesome thing to do for an online tutor, right? Ask your friends too to send it to other people. Just say, hey, if you found this interesting, or if you know somebody who would find this useful, can you please pass this along? Friends are always happy to pass good information along. So as long as you're providing good content that really could help some of their friends, they're going to pass it along. And this is the beginning stages of making it go viral. Just being able to create the video, leaving it on YouTube, doing nothing with it is not going to create a viral. Because my uncle one time, he said, oh yeah, the stupidest things go viral. I said, yeah, but you have no idea how much work goes into it to make it go viral. And he said, all you have to do is just create the video, put it out there, and people will watch it. No, it's so not the case. Those people are doing so many things on the backside that you're not seeing to make that video go viral, that's what's making it go viral. It's those actions that people are taking so that people will actually watch the video. Another thing you can do is you can post a link to your Pinterest page. So again, wherever you can, take these videos and post them around the web, the more chances you're going to have of people actually finding you. All right, so Facebook. Another place that you're going to want to go is Facebook. On Facebook, you can just mention things in normal posts about your tutoring. You can put pictures and then put your website at the bottom. You may have seen that before, where people are just posting random pictures of like a sunset and a beach, and then they have like their website on the bottom. If you haven't seen that, you'll be able to pay attention to that now. The reason why people do that is so that people will actually go to that website. Another thing you can do, check out Hootsuite. It's spelled Hootsuite. Again, that's Hootsuite, Hootsuite. Suite is, you can just like put in all of your social media in one spot, and then you can send posts out at certain times, and they will send it all to every single place you have online. Now that's an awesome time saver, because I don't know about you, but I am book solid right now. So I constantly do not have time to be getting the word out there about what it is I do. I'm a one-man show, one-woman show. I don't have, 15 hours in the week to dedicate to marketing my business anymore. Now, in the beginning, I had lots of time where I could go into each of the different social media sites and I could enter in that information. But now that I'm working about 35 hours a week, and then I'm spending another 10 hours teaching other tutors how to run their own business, there isn't a lot of extra time on the top of that to be able to continue to spread the word about what it is I do. Now, the good thing is, since I do have such a wide array of students, I've already worked with over 100 students. The cool thing is, what I'm going to talk about next is referrals, because I've done all. What's going to drive now my business as I have more students are the referrals. Now, on Facebook, you can create a business page. If you haven't done so, you're going to want to do so. Here, it's going to create awareness. You can invite all of your friends to come join your business page, and then you can post things about your business right on your business page. So you're not always posting directly to people who don't want to receive information about your business, right? On in your life, they're your friends, and you don't want to keep slapping them with information about your business. Hire me, hire me, hire me, and screaming at them. Oh, look, I don't need a tutor. Okay, stop posting about that. It's like those people who have they're constantly on the games, and you keep getting these invites to join these games that you have no interest in joining. You just ignore it, right? Well, some people actually get angry about it. So when you're on your regular Facebook page, that's when you want to be just like chit chat, regular, normal, the way you normally would behave on Facebook. On your business page, that's where you're going to have information about your business. And you also want to be able to go in and join different groups where your ideal client is hanging out. So if I want to work with students of dyslexia, then I want to go to a group where there's parents of dyslexic children hanging out online, right? That's the most ideal thing. Then I can just offer great tips and that kind of stuff to be able to help them. And once in a while, I can then connect to be friends with them, and they can accept, and we can chat further. So you're just building that friendship online first. You can also lead them to your website, to your blog. You can put like blog posts where you're hitting that topic that would be helpful to them, and then they can kind of see, okay, she does online tutoring. You can mention that inside of your blog post, so that if that's something they're interested in, they could move forward with it. You can all different coupons that you might be having. If it's the beginning of the year special, back to school special, 50% off for your first 3 months. People will jump at that. There's different websites where you can actually create coupons, or you can just create that coupon as you go on the fly, just as a post, and people can take you up on that coupon. You can also post other blog posts that are useful and deal with the topic that you work with. So as somebody who is trying to give great content all the time, you might also, instead of creating the content, you might want to be able to go to
other blogs that blog what it is that they're saying about the topic. People are going to see you then as a curator, somebody who's gathering great information and dispersing it out there for other people to get connected with. Now, we started talking about referrals. As I was saying before, now that I have so many clients, I don't have the time to, as much time to spend on creating those videos and sending things out to all of my social media sites. But the cool thing is, because I created so much in the beginning, I really don't have a lot that I have to do now to stay book solid. A lot of my new people come from the referrals of the people who have hired me or who are currently working with me. And that is what you're going to find is the number one way that you're going to get new clients. I would say 75% of my clients are repeats, or they have another child that's struggling, or they've referred me off to a friend that has a child that's struggling. So I no longer have to spend all of this time in the marketing side of things in order to keep my business running, working as many hours that I want to be working. So, I mean, at this point, I just have a couple slots that are left. You know, it may or may not work with the times of the parents that are looking for my services. And so, you know, people are really lucky if they're able to get into my time slot to work with me. And that's an awesome place to be. That's where you want to be in your business. So you definitely, one way to kind of promote this process is to have business cards, right? I always send out a welcome packet when I first get a new client. And inside of that welcome packet, I have my business card right on in there. So people are able then to take that business card and they can share it with their friends. They have something physical to be able to give them. They're not just writing it down on a piece of paper, and it's not just like, I don't know, she's like Skype, read, tutor, or something like that. And, you know, this way they get it right. Here is my exact address. Here's even a special little deal I have. I have a little coupon on the back of my business card that they're going to get a free assessment and the first session free on there. And so I let people know, hey, your friends are really, if they need a tutor, they're really going to appreciate you passing this along. And so people use those cards to be able to pass it on. Another thing as well is connecting with other online tutors. You know, one of my favorite groups in LinkedIn is the IAOT. It's the International Association of Online Tutors. And this is where people can share strategies together. They can connect with one another. They invite different tutors to Skype or hang out, and they share success stories and things that they're struggling with. And this kind of bonding can help grow your business. And at this point, you can agree then to do like a joint venture, right? Like this is where you refer people to them when you have a client that would need their services, and they refer people to you when they know people that need your services. And it's an awesome, awesome experience to have. One of the women who joined my Tutorpreneur program that I offer just a few times a year, I ended up, you know, as I was looking for different videos of like online reading tutoring, guess who came up? One of my past clients, because I've taught her these strategies. And so there's a video of her and I'm like, all right, yep, she's the one I'm going to go with because she's implementing these kinds of strategies. I already know her really well. Who would be the best person to work with my daughter? It would be this woman. So I was excited to contact Laura and just say, hey, Laura, Michaela, my daughter is 7. She's struggling with reading right now and she needs somebody other than me working with her. Would you be willing to work with her? And she said openly, yes. So just being able to have that kind of a connection with another tutor, that also builds that opportunity for you to be able to get the word out there about what it is that you do. And, you know, we learn and grow from each other as tutors, right? That's why we do this. This is why I give out information. People come to my website, people watch my videos because I'm giving out this kind of useful information. We can do that for each other and learn and grow with each other, which is an awesome experience. But it also, in the end, can help you with getting new clients. Blogging is another great way. Now, Google loves new content, especially relevant new content. And by relevant, I mean that the keywords that you've chosen are actually listed in your title and within your blog posts. So for example, one of my keywords is increase reading level. Then I'm going to write a post that's called 5 ways to increase your child's reading level. And then throughout the post, I'm going to make sure that I have increased reading level at least 3 times in there. And this is going to ensure that people are searching for that keyword, that they're going to find the article that I wrote. Now, doesn't mean they're absolutely going to find the article. They may or they may not, but I'm going to have a higher chance of being on page 1 of Google instead of page 300. Because nobody's going to go to page 300 to find the information. You find that content starts to be less and less relevant as you go through down those pages. So you definitely want your content to be on page 1. A blog is another way of adding value to your potential client without being in their face about what it is that you do, right? You know, sometimes on my blog, I share success stories of my clients. And the cool thing is about that is that when parents see that, they're usually so excited that their child was chosen as a success student, they share that blog post with their friends and family. Now, I never really had that in mind as something that would happen. I kind of did it more as getting new clients. But in a way, it does get new clients, right? Because if their friends and family have people that are struggling, then they're going to be like, oh, wow, so-and-so uses her. She's really great. I'm going to use her if my child needs help with reading. And, you know, that's a really cool way to be able to really connect with your students, because then they also see, wow, I'm important and what I do is good. And it's also a great way to be able to connect with people all over the world, because essentially anyone can read your blog, right? And so if you're looking specifically for people in another country like London or Australia, then you're going to be able to connect with them because of your blog. One of the difficult things, though, that I find with blogging is like that consistency. You know, there are times where I'm really good at blogging, and then there's times when I'm not so good at it. You know, it kind of falls by the wayside. And it's hard to have that dedicated followers when you're not consistently blogging. You know, if you only post a blog once a month, or you post a blog, you know, every 3 months or once a year, it's harder for people to like grab a following of people. But one of the things that I've learned is that you can connect your blog to your email subscriber list if you have one, and then they can automatically get your blog posts as soon as you have them. So I hope you're able to get a lot of information from this about different ways that you can get you can market your business with YouTube, with Facebook, with referrals, with connections with other online tutors, and by blogging. I hope you're able to find some useful information in this. And I did promise you guys that I would give you a special gift. Let's see if this will come on now, because I was logged out. But one of the things I want to be able to do is give you a very, very special gift of my own book. It's called Job Security for Life, How to Run Your Own Online Tutoring Business. I want to be able to give that book to you for free. Free online tutoring coach.com. Submit. And I'm going to go here. All right. So what you can do is you can click on the link. It should be showing on the page right now, and you will be able to get the book absolutely free. The only thing that you have to pay for is the shipping and handling, but other than that, I will be sending this book to you for free. Now, this book usually costs $16.99, and today it is completely free for any of my listeners. So I hope you will click on that and get your very own copy, and I will send it to you signed, sealed, and delivered specifically from me. I'm so honored to be able to share what it is that I know about tutoring online and how to get more clients and how to do the marketing and be able to guide you in your business. And it's been an honor to share my stories with you and my success so that you can have that same success as well. So I am looking forward to continuing to share some future topics with you. Over the next few weeks, I plan on talking more about YouTube, and I'm specifically going to view on the 5 top mistakes people make with YouTube and what you can do instead. I'm also going to touch on 4 tools to make your Facebook marketing even better. I'm going to talk about how to get even more referrals from people who refer you, and building connections. How do you build connections with those online tutors? And then blogging 101, how to make your post meaningful for your potential clients. So that's what you have to look forward to in the future. I hope to see you guys back here, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.